Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Let's have a quick discussion on how we had executed our trade today, what was our mindset, what was our thought process, and let's discuss in brief what was our SL and target points, reasoning behind the entire trade. So yesterday our discussion was very simple. We told like there is equal high liquidity which is sitting above 25,440. So if market opens flat and goes up, then on closure above this we would be interested to take the market higher, right? And I also plotted two demands. So market opened flat. Okay, so let's have a quick discussion on what happened and how the market behaved. So market opened flat and market came down. So what was our discussion? If market opened flat and comes down, we will be monitoring whether we get a positive reaction from either this demand or this demand. This is how our general thought process is, right? So market came down, and the moment we get a tap here, if you see here, it is a pinpoint tap. This is a perfect tap. We can anyways enter call option here, but to be on the safe side, it is always better to wait for confirmations. What do I mean by confirmations is, first of all, once we get a tap inside this particular demand, we need closures above the last swing point. So what was the structure here? So market opened flat, came down, did a small retracement, came down, did a small retracement, now came down to our demand, right? Now, the moment it came down below our demand, we wanted to see closures above this and then see a pullback to a demand before taking the market higher. This is how our general thought process is in all the videos. This is a confirmation pattern I always talk in all the videos, right? So let's see how market behaved. Okay, so this is where we get the confirmation for a closure, right? So you see here, we get a proper closure above this level. So where is our demand is what the next question is. There are two demands in this line of price action. There is a demand here, which is the extreme demand, and there is a demand sitting over here. This candle, indecision candle, I'll just mark the same. So this indecision candle is also a demand, and this indecision candle is also a demand. Given the structure of the market, and given the momentum of this move, market can easily retrace back to here itself before pushing it higher, or market can come all the way till here and then push up higher. This is how market will generally work, but it all depends on the buyer momentum and buyer control. If you see here, these strong candles are all indicating that there is little to zero selling pressure out here. The buying pressure is more and selling pressure is almost close to zero. My entry was somewhere like this. I planned a long position, keeping this as my entry point, this particular entry point when it comes back to our demand, keeping the swing point of this demand as my stop loss. And for simplicity's sake, I wanted to target the equal high liquidity whichever we had discussed in yesterday's video. This was my initial first SL, meaning the swing point. If market goes above, I wanted to target till at least 25,434. This is what my trade plan was for today. Let's see what happened, and allowing the market to play a little bit forward. Market came back and market tapped into our demand, right? And market gave a solid upside move. See, this move, the moment it crossed this swing point, I wanted to trail. I did not wanted to lose this bigger move just for a small amount of extra profit. So, but still, market gave all the way till this particular swing point, whichever we had marked. This is what I say as it is very important to study. If you see here, the high of this candle is 25,435.75. The high of today's high candle is 437.30. Closure is below that, below the earlier swing point. What does this mean? This means it is a liquidity sweep. So whenever liquidity sweep happens in the market, what will happen is the market will tend to go down even further. So how we can plan our trade is, this is going to be our supply zone. Now we can easily plan for a short position here. keeping this as your entry point, this swing point as your stop loss, and you can target the extreme demand whichever market has left open as part of today's session. This is a solid trade. I'm not saying this is not a possible and profitable trade, but still, since I have captured this move, I am not going to enter into this trade for today. I am just going to close my screen. If you had not captured this move, if you are not captured, if you are in loss for today, you can try entering this position, keeping very small stop loss and very small quantity size. Why am I saying small quantity sizes? Market can break this and go up even higher given the momentum of the buyer control. This move is highly likely to be extremely profitable. So, if you are in profit, I will strongly suggest close your screen. Don't trade further for today. And one more thing is, do not carry forward any positions for today. Whatever is happening, let it happen. We will see the market for tomorrow and we will plan our trades for tomorrow in a proper way. Thank you so much for watching. We'll meet in the next educational video tonight for tomorrow's prediction.